in a village called Avarua, on an island called Rarotonga, in a place called the Cook Islands, the children kept disappearing. The people were so very upset about this. The chief, they tried to figure out what to do. No matter what they said to their children, no matter what they did, the children kept disappearing. Nobody was more upset than the chief. He had been given charge of his niece, a girl named Emma, and Emma wouldn't listen. He told her to stay, she'd take off. He put her in the house, she'd disappear. He'd go crazy wondering where she was. So he'd call some of his best warriors and he'd send them out to go look for this girl. And she'd come wandering back. And the warriors were upset over this. And the whole village was just going crazy. Now, near this village, there was a cave, and inside that cave lived an old woman. And every day, this old woman used to sit outside the cave, and she would comb her hair. Comb, comb, comb. And when the people of the village walked by, she'd give them a little smile. She'd give them a kind word. And everybody liked Katia. And no one liked her more than the children. They'd come walking by, and she'd give them a little smile, and she'd call them over. And they'd come and sit in her lap, and she would comb their hair. Comb, comb, comb. And she would sing a little song. Katia bites all the little lice. She was very good at finding the lice inside their hair. And when she found one, she would bite it. Katia bites all the little lice. And as she sang, each child would fall asleep. And as they nodded off, her song would change. Dream in your little sleep. Oh, how deliciously sweet. And she'd pick up the child and carry the child into her cave. And well, we shall see. One day, the chief brought all the men of the island together to have a big meeting. They wanted to figure out what was going on because the children kept disappearing. And they went and had a meeting, and they were meeting and meeting and meeting and meeting and meeting and meeting and meeting. And this drove the little girl crazy. Emma couldn't stand it. This was God. The meeting went on, and she didn't want to sit there. She didn't want to wait. She didn't want to obey. And so she wandered off. And they were meeting and meeting and meeting and meeting and meeting. And finally, the chief decided it was time for a break so they could have something to eat. And when he sat down to eat, he wanted his niece to come, Emma, to eat with him. But she was gone. And so he called his two best warriors together, Unga and Karai. And he told them to go off and look after that girl. Well, these warriors were sick of looking for this girl. And so the first thing they did was to go out and eat mango. And they went and climbed up a tree, and they picked themselves some mango, and they were eating that mango. And as they were eating that mango, Karai looked through the trees, and he saw the old woman with a little girl in her lap. You think that's her? And his friend Unga, he said, well, yeah, it could be. And Karai said, well, maybe we should go get her. And Unga said, yeah, I guess. So the two of them, they climbed down out of that tree and they went walking through the woods, and when they got to the cave, nobody was there. And Karai said, I wonder what happened. And Unga said, you sure you saw him? Karai said, yeah, I think so. Maybe we better go on and look. And Unga said, yeah, I guess so. And so the two of them started to walk off, but then they heard a sound. A kind of weird sound, a strange sound coming from the cave. And Karai said, maybe we should go look. And Unga said, yeah, I guess so. And so the two of them went inside the cave, and when they got inside the cave, they saw the old woman licking a bone. Katia bites. And Karai saw her licking that bone. No! What have you done with those children? That was not a smart thing to do. Her hair twisted up into the air like a storm had lifted it up. And she turned and she looked at them, and her teeth like nails, ding, and her fingernails chug, 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 ka-dong, like daggers. And Karai, he picked up his spear and he said, you killed that little girl, and he went running after her. But her hair leaped out and wrapped around his neck like a snake and pulled him up into the air. But he had enough strength to take that spear and stab it into her heart. But that was not a smart thing to do. It only made her angry. Oh. And Unga watched as his friend was eaten. And he went stumbling back, trying to get out of the cave, but he tripped over a piece of Karai's spear. So he grabbed that spear, and he threw it. And it sailed quietly right toward Katia. And that was a smart thing to do. And Unga picked up the bones of that little girl, Emma, and he took them back to the village, to the chief. And he laid them there down by the chief. And he told this terrible, terrible story. Now, from what I understand, sometimes children still walk by that cave. So we better hope she's dead. Katia bites.